Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first product empties video. So I love watching these videos. I know not a lot of people do them anymore. I don't know why, but it's like a really old type of video that used to go around on YouTube all the time and I used to love watching them. I still really love watching them now. I just like to see kind of what products people usually repurchase, what they loved, what they hated, and just different things that they tried out. I feel like the only people that I watch that even do these videos anymore is like Kathleen Lights and Tati. I think they're like the only two people that I watch that still do these types of videos. I love watching these videos, like I said, so I just thought I would do one of these myself. So right here in this huge bag, I've just kept this kind of behind my desk, and I've just kept this so then anything that I finished beauty related, whether it was hair, makeup, skincare, anything like that, I've just thrown into this bag and just kept the empty bottles. There are loads of things that I have completely forgotten to just put in the bag and I've just naturally just thrown it in the bin, recycled it, whatever. Basically I'm just going to be showing you what I have gone through, what I've emptied out, if I liked it, if I hated it, I'll tell you a bit about what it is, and most of all if I would repurchase it or not. That's kind of the main thing, to see if it was that good, if I'm going to repurchase it and use it again. So as always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you do like the idea of this video, and just keep watching. And like I said, I've got this huge bag full of stuff, and I've got kind of skincare, like one or two maybe hair stuff, and then I've got some makeup. So I feel like most people are interested and here for the makeup, so I'll do that first just to get that out of the way. Okay, so the first products that I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to get these out of the way quickly because I do have a few of them, is brow products. So I have two of these guys here, which are the e.l.f. brow pencils. So I have the shades Deep Brown in both of them, but I've said this so many times, especially when I would use these in tutorials, Deep Brown to e.l.f. is black, so I don't understand why they called them deep brown when they're just black. These are super affordable. Like I said, they're from e.l.f. I think they're about £3 or £4. I do really like them. Obviously I can't show you because I've gone through them both, but these have kind of got the pencil tipped, not the kind of slanted like definer brow pencils, if that makes sense. And I did really like these. I went through more than two. These are the only two that I remember to put in the bag. But I did really like them. I found them really soft and just easy to apply. So I feel like if you're a beginner in makeup, or you just don't maybe like fill in your brows too much and you just feel like you have to just add like a tiny bit of colour in there, then I feel like you're going to really like these because, like I said, they're really soft, easy to apply. And the thing I will say is that they probably didn't last as long. Like I feel like if I nudged my brow a little, then it would kind of come off. But for me, I didn't find that being an issue because I have quite full eyebrows naturally, so if a little bit came off, it's not like I wiped half of my brow off because it's still going to be there. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you are someone that has very fair or light brows and you really have to kind of pencil yours in. Just be aware of that. But I like them. I repurchased because I went through like 4 of these. I'm just in the moment, I just want to kind of test out more and just try out more brow pencils, so I'm not going to repurchase any at the minute, but clearly I did go through a few of these. The next brow product that I've gone through completely is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This I loved so much. Again, it's kind of got that pencil tip, but it's really, obviously I can't show you because it's all gone, but it's a really fine tip that it's got, and that is what I loved about it so much, because when you use one of these and it's got such a fine tip, you can really control how much product you're putting on and where you're kind of putting it in your brow. And I feel like you can really mimic like your actual hairs because the tip is so small and it's just really easy to get in there, and I just love how small this is. It's just, I love it. I'm in the midst of kind of going through and trying out different brow products, so I haven't repurchased this at the minute, but I think I definitely will. I have a while, like a few years ago, I went through a brow pencil by Anastasia, which is kind of this pencil tip and not the definer, which I do have, and I found that and this to be literally the same thing. So I think instead of buying the Anastasia one, I'll probably just save money and buy this one because the NYX one is around £8, and I think it's really good, and it's just as good as the Anastasia one as well. So spoolies is another thing. The e.l.f. ones, they were really... Okay, I think that sums up that one. I was literally just about to say that they're really flimsy, and then that literally just came off. But you know, these are literally like £2 or £3, so I'm not bothered that this is that flimsy. I could just use another one. However, the NYX one I'm not a fan of. I really don't like this spoolie. It's too stiff, and I don't like it. It's too hard on my brows. The next one I'm going to talk about is a spoolie that I love so much, so let's get into that one. Okay, this is the last brow products that I've gone through, so I'm sorry if the brows are just a bit boring for you, but this is the last one, and this is the number 7 Sculpting Pencil. Obviously it's the shade black. So this spoolie is the best. It's so soft, but it's stiff enough that it's just gonna brush up your brows really nicely, and I just love this spoolie. I think I'm just gonna keep this empty like one for the spoolie because it's amazing. I love the spoolie. This one is slightly different to the other two that I've talked about because this has got that slant, and I used this in my dupes video that I did, so if you haven't seen that then you can go back on my channel. And I did say that this is a dupe for the Anastasia brow definer, which I do have. That's what I'm currently using at the minute. I haven't gone through that yet. I'm using it. But yeah, I find them so similar. They're both really soft but super pigmented, but not too pigmented, and I feel like kind of how soft it is kind of reduces the pigmentation, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I really liked it. I found it really easy to apply. I love the slant sometimes. I don't know, sometimes I like the kind of pencil tip where you can just kind of make the hairs look a lot more natural and like hairs, but then sometimes I just like this definer where you can just really easily kind of create that sharp kind of line for your brows. So it's just kind of whatever you like, whether you like the slanted definer one or the pencil one. But this is really good, and again, I think it's a great dupe for the Anastasia one. It's literally less than half the price of the Anastasia one, so if you did want a good brow pencil, this is very good. So moving away from brows, I will talk about some face primers. So I've only got 2 face primers that I've gone through. If you have watched me for a while or you just know me, then you will know that I love face primers. They're probably one of my favourite makeup products ever. Like I love skin face products. Eyes, I'm like, okay, but I love face products. So I've gone through 2 face primers, and they are 2 that I really love. The first one is actually my holy grail face primer ever, and it is just a mini size because I wanted to try it out, but I've kind of wanted to make it last. I didn't go through it that quickly, but I had to keep using it because I just loved it so much. But this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I just really like this one because it's actually purple. Obviously I can't really show you because actually there's a little bit. So if I show you kind of on the back of my hand here, there's a tiny bit in it still left, but it's pretty much empty. Like, yeah, it's empty. But if I just show you there, you can just see it's a very soft kind of lavender purple, and look at that glow that it just gives to the skin. It's so good. It smells like Parma Violet Sweets, if any of you know what they are. They smell like that. I love it. I don't like the sweets, but I just think they smell really nice. But yeah, it smells like that, and it just, you can see that glow that it's given off. I just love it, and it does have quite a tack to it, which is what I love the most, because as well as it just kind of brightening up the face because of the purple tint that it's got to it, it also hydrates the skin as well, but it's tacky, so my makeup does last longer when I wear it. It's my tried and true. I love it, and it's just my favourite primer. I am kind of finishing my other face primers at the minute because I've got so many, so I definitely will repurchase it maybe in the next 2 weeks or something, because I really do miss using it. But I do have a lot of other illuminating primers at the minute, so I definitely will repurchase it. It is pricey, so getting this little guy here, I can't remember how much that, I think the full size bottle, which is obviously like kind of this size, I think it's like 30, is it 30? I think it's £32, which is insane for a primer. And there's probably loads of dupes around for this, but I don't know, I haven't found one. I just love this so much. It's my favourite, so I will buy the full size of it definitely. And the last primer that I have gone through is this guy right here. It's no surprise, and it's not new to my channel at all. It's the First Aid Beauty Coconut Smoothie Skin Priming Moisturiser. So this guy I again used in my dupes video, and I personally find this to be a really good dupe for the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I just find them very similar in kind of the texture, kind of how they leave the skin. and kind of how long my makeup lasts when I wear them both. This one is around £7 cheaper. It is £20, but I think it's just really, really great. And basically it's a moisturiser and a primer all in one. I just use it as a primer because I personally have my favourite moisturiser that I like to use underneath anyway. But if you're in a rush and you don't have time to moisturise, then this is a great thing to have because it's a primer and a moisturiser all in one, and I just love it. Again, like I said, I compare it to the Too Faced one as well because they're both kind of coconut scented and they've got all kind of coconut ingredients in them as well. And I love it. I love it. It smells really good as well. And I will say I've literally had this for definitely over a year. I don't know if... yeah, it had a 12-month expiry date, but I've definitely had this over a year. But it lasted a really, really long time. You get obviously the full tube. This is the full size version of it. And I feel like it just lasted a really long time because I didn't have to apply so much to my face. Like a little does go a long way when you have this. So yeah, I just really like it. Next product that I've gone through is one that I went through a while ago, kind of when I first started to do my Empties bag, and it's this guy right here. On Invisi foundation. This I have had for a long time. It's really, really old foundation to me. This is definitely one of the best foundations I've ever tried, ever. Like, it is literally, it's called Invisi for a reason. Like, you can pump and pump and pump so much of this onto your face and it will just not look like you're wearing foundation. I don't know what it is about it. It just sinks into your skin and just looks like your skin. I have never applied this and it's gone cakey no matter how much powder I apply on top. That has ever changed the finish of this, and it just goes with all the makeup that I wear on top. And it is very, very affordable, so I feel like if you're someone that's starting out in makeup, or maybe you're in school, this is a very, very good foundation for school. I did used to wear this in like high school and I think even college as well. It just does a really good job at looking like skin. The thing is, I really like the tones that they have in their shade range because I don't know what it is, they don't have the best shade range, but it's kind of the best shade range for my skin tone, I feel. And I feel like a lot of their shades are a lot of like yellows and olive undertones, which I go for anything with an olive undertone to it because of my skin tone. This really, really good. I have 3 empty concealers that I've gone through. The first one I am going to talk about is quite an old one, and it's this guy right here, which is the Maybelline, I think it's called the Age Rewind Concealer. This, like, if I just show you, like, it's everything is scratched off this guy. It's had its day, it's really old, the writing's scratched off. I could not tell you what shade this is because it's gone, but I love this concealer. I think it was really good. A lot of people didn't like this like really spongy applicator. I loved it. I thought it was nice and kind of weirdly like soothing and kind of soft under the eyes. And I know it does look really ugly in the cap because it does just go really gross because of the concealer transfer, but I didn't have a problem with it. I think it was really, really nice. It had a decent amount of coverage. I wouldn't say it was full, but I'd say it's light to a buildable medium, and it never went cakey. It lasted a good enough time, and I never found that I had like a creasing issue with it. Obviously I always set my under eyes anyway, but I just thought it was really good all around concealer. And you know what, I kind of forgot about it, so it's not like my favourite concealer because I did run out of this a while back and I've never repurchased it since. I'm probably not going to repurchase it because I feel like there's just so many concealers now that are out that I just love more. This concealer is just one of my all-time favourite concealers ever. It's the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Again, this one is super old, it's had its day, everything's scratched off, but I do use the shade Warm Medium. I had a backup of this ready in my drawer. I've been using it, I've got a brand new one. I love this concealer. I feel like it is kind of, you can build this up to be full coverage, and I think that's really, really good. It's literally like £3. It's definitely by far my favourite product that Collection have ever come out with. It is a really, really good concealer. I'm obsessed. I love it. Like I said, I repurchased it. I had a backup ready, and I just feel like it's an essential in my makeup collection. I feel like I just need this concealer. If you've never tried it out before, definitely try it. Like I said, it's like £3, so if you don't like it, you haven't broke the bank by trying it out. You know, it's £3 or around £3, so yeah, I feel like you just can't go wrong with it. Last concealer is one of my favourite concealers as well. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This one is in the shade C10, and these, I think they are genuine dupes for the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like you do have to use the tiniest bit more than the Shape Tape, but it's amazing because I feel like it leaves your under eye looking quite dewy, I'd say, and I feel like that's why it doesn't give as much of a full coverage as the Tarte one, because the Tarte one, your under eye is matte, it's not going anywhere, it's not going to get oily, whereas this one, it does leave a bit of a shine and a bit of a luminosity under your eyes, which I do sometimes really like, but I'm someone that personally has to always set their under eye, so it doesn't really matter if there's kind of a radiance factor in this to me, because I'm just going to set it down anyway. But I love this so much. I'm gonna order another one of these like after I film this video, because I love this concealer so much. The only thing I will say is that yes, it's £4, so it kind of balances out my reasoning for this, but this ran out so quick. I did use it a lot, but I feel like I've never run out of a concealer this quickly. You just didn't get a lot of products in there, and I feel like I did run out of it quickly. The only downside to this, but again, it's £4, so I do not mind repurchasing this time and time again. Last two makeup products that I have to talk about is just two that I really love. And this one right here is a lip liner, and it's by LA Girl, and it's the Semi-Permanent Auto Lip Liner, and it's in the shade Natural. I love using this lip liner. I have used it in so many videos before. I've probably had it in a favourites video. If I haven't, then I hate myself for that, because I love this. I still use this, well, I mean I did before it ran out, but I loved using this to just fill all of my lips in, and then I'm good to go. It lasts so long on the lips. I cannot stress that enough. Like, it lasts super long. It's called long lasting for a reason. It's very long lasting. It's so affordable. They're literally like £3. I get these off Beauty Bay. I love them. I need to get another one of these. Another little travel size, and it's of my favourite mascara ever. Everybody already knows this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I've literally almost ran out of my big tube of this, so I need to get another one of that. This for me is just the best mascara in the entire world. I have not come across a mascara yet that I love more than that. Just every time I apply it, I just feel like it volumizes my lashes like no other mascara does. I feel like it just adds a kind of stack of eyelashes on top of mine, and I feel like I'm wearing false eyelashes when I have this mascara on, because that's how good it is to me. So go buy it. Of the makeup products that I've run out, I feel like I have been sat here talking for about an hour, so I'm sorry if this video was really long. If you've had enough and makeup is all you were here for, then I guess goodbye. But I've got skincare stuff, and some of these stuff are just really good, and I've been excited to talk about these more than my makeup stuff. So the first thing is a hair product, which is literally the only hair thing I've put in here because I didn't think to put shampoo in here, which is kind of stupid, but from now on I will put my shampoos in here as well for anyone that is interested. But this guy right here is a hair mask, and it's by the brand Wella Professional. Restorative hair mask, like that's what I bought it to do because that's what it's for. This smells amazing. It's so fruity and so sweet. It's just so nice. It's like the perfect scent. Like, me personally, I don't use hair masks every single time that I have a shower. I will wash my hair, like obviously I'm gonna shower more than this, but I only try to wash my hair twice a week because it's not the best to keep washing your hair every single day. That doesn't mean that I don't wash myself, okay? Just making that clear. I wash my hair only twice a week because it's not good. It gets all your natural oils out, and that's not the best. I felt like, because it was quite a small container and I feel like I did go through this quite quickly, that I would try it once every 2 weeks, but that was good enough because it's such a good hair mask. It did genuinely help my hair. I just feel like my hair, since I started using that, it's gone a lot softer, and it looked a lot more fluffy and healthy, and I really loved that. So I guess in a way I feel like it did kind of help because it just looked a lot nicer. People have noticed it and they told me my hair looked healthier after I used it, and I don't know, I loved it. I did really like it. Now I'm just going to get onto skincare. I'm just going to breeze through these things just quite quickly and just keep it short and sweet because I have been talking a lot. Next up we have makeup wipes. So I only use these makeup wipes because these are the best in the world for me. So these are the Johnson's Makeup Begone Moisturizing Face Wipes for dry skin. These are my favourite makeup wipes ever. My mum now uses these because I was like, stop using the crappy ones that you use these because they're going to change your life. So soft, and they don't hurt my face when I take my makeup off, which I know you probably sat there like, why would you use wipes that hurt your face? These are the best. They're so soft, and the Johnson's have like, I think they have 3 different kinds. They have a purple packet, a pink one, and then this blue one. The purple one I think is a pampering one. I don't know what that is targeted for. This is obviously the moisturizing one, so it's targeted for dry skin. I would say I don't have dry skin all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I've got combination skin. Like, they do get my makeup off really well. I personally don't just use a makeup wipe. I use micellar water after it, and then I will obviously wash my face and use a cleanser as well. But as far as just taking my makeup off, yes, I'm human. We've all done it. We have all just used a makeup wipe, not washed their face and gone to bed. But when I use this and do that on the odd occasion, then I just feel like my face is clean and it's moisturized, and I don't have to apply all of my 1.5 hour skincare routine after it, which isn't the best because your skincare routine is important. Mine is important to me anyway. But yeah, I just think that they're very good wipes. First one is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. This one is for combination and sensitive skin. So I saw that and was like, yep, that's me, the green one. But then I didn't look underneath where it says it massifies the skin. That's not what I wanted. I don't like matte skin. I hate the feeling of matte skin. Emptied this whole thing, and like I said, after I have removed my makeup with a wipe, use one of the oval cotton rounds, and then I'll put this on here and then just take off any excess. And I usually do have excess makeup, like hairline, even like down neck maybe, if you have to blend your foundation down there. It just gets off any excess, and I feel like it does do a very good job. Yeah, I have repurchased it, but I have not repurchased the mattifying one. The next one I kind of have a love-hate relationship with, because I love the product, but the packaging makes me want to vom. Okay, so this is the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Micellar Water, and it's for breakout prone skin. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is supposed to help control like any blemishes that you would obviously get on your skin. I wouldn't use this to remove makeup, even though it says that it does remove makeup as well. I would just wash my face and then would start to use this after, just to kind of fight any blemishes. And I feel like it genuinely helped. I feel like I didn't get as many breakouts when I started using this. Obviously I would use it every single night as a part of my skincare routine. I wouldn't just use it once a week and hope for the best. I love it for that. But the reason that I will not repurchase this in a million years, unless someone tells me that I am stupid and I've been using this wrong, but it says on the top, no fuss, pump dispenser. This is a fuss. This right here is a fuss. It's a fuss pump dispenser, okay? First of all, it opens, so it confuses me. Like, why? This is like a ketchup bottle. Like, you squeeze it if it's got a lid, you know? So that put me off, first of all. I was like, why does it open if it's a pump? So it's got a lock and an unlock, so obviously I unlocked it, and then I would pump it. But every time you'd pump it, because it's got a lid, it would leak through. And then if you opened it, then it's like, it would just pour out, and it's like, that's stupid. That's not a pump, and it's fussy because you have to open it. Like, I know this is probably sounding really, really strange, and you're probably like, Mo, just shut up. But that's a fuss. I don't get the no fuss part. And then you have to pump it like 1,000 times for you to actually get some product out, for me anyway. And it would just collect in the top, and then I'd have to literally go like that, or just obviously unscrew it here and just pour it out. But then sometimes I would pour so much out and I'd just drown myself in this micellar water, and I'm like, great, now I'm drowning. Okay, and the final product that I want to talk about today is this little eye cream right here. I've had this for a while, and it's been my kind of go-to day eye cream. So this is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream. On the front, that it helps to brighten and depuff your eyes, so you are looking less tired. And I completely agree. I think that is everything that it says that it does. It did it. It is very, very good to use in the morning. That's what I found and that's what I did. It really does depuff your eyes. I am someone who suffers from hay fever, so especially now in the UK it's getting to kind of spring, summertime, so it's going to be really hot. My hay fever has already started getting really bad. This has helped me to kind of, I get puffy around my eyes, and using this in the morning really would help to kind of control that. And I feel like it does genuinely brighten up the under eyes as well, because it's got this like really weird kind of pearly, it's like a salmon, it's a salmon colour, radiant effect to it. That is what helped brighten up the under eyes, and I feel like it did that. I did really like this eye cream. I think it's amazing. It's Origins. I have tried their skincare before and I love it. Would I repurchase it? 100% I would. However, I want to try different eye creams because I really, right now, I want to help the dark circles under my eyes and I just want to get rid of them. So as much as this was amazing and it was really good for kind of depuffing and doing all that, I'm not going to repurchase it at the moment because I want one that's going to help my under eyes. Guys, that is finally the end of the video. I am so sorry that this video is incredibly long. I know it is. I obviously haven't edited it yet, but I have been sat here talking for an hour and a half. Right, thank you so much for watching. If you did make it to the end, then congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back because I felt like passing out halfway through filming this. But anyway, thank you again so much for watching. Let me know if you've tried any of the products that I've talked about today. And also let me know what the last product that you have gone through was and if you would like to repurchase it. Also, if you did enjoy this video minus the length of it, then be sure to give the video a thumbs up and also click the subscribe button as well so you don't miss a video from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! I still really love watching them now, but yeah, just bear that in mind if you are someone... What was that? What?